morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. This is Legally Bold, and we welcome you back. Today, we are having a special episode, and I am super excited to reveal to you our guest. But before that, let me remind you that this is a Legally Bold, where we bring you most delicious meals in terms of conversations, hoping that it builds you, it motivates you, it educates you, but above all, it is value your time. All right. Now, without further ado, allow me to very fast introduce to us today's guest. She's an amazing lady. She's bold. Oh my God, if bold was a person. She's aware. She's educated. She is informed. Are you ready for this? Can we have our usual drums? Introducing to you is... Hi, Sumeiya. How are you doing?
I am doing good with you.
I'm good. Welcome to our show today.
Thank you.
I am so excited to have you here.
So much.
It has been a long time coming.
Mm.
I know we should have had this meeting way back. We should have had this podcast way back. But let's just say, God's timing is a perfect timing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I felt like, it would be perfect to have it now so that we're able to analyze the situations, how they are. Yeah, and before I forget, let me just do a quick introduction to our guest here that she is Sumeiya Omar Salin, and she is a ACHETU Community. She owns an organization, she runs an organization called the ACHETU Community Based Organization. She is the founder and the chairperson. On top of that, she is a law student, a fourth year law student, community activist that champions for social justice for the girls, youth, and women in regards to sexual and reproductive health, rights, and gender-based violence, education, and climate change. Oh my God. All that on this one person. Where in between my interview, don't do this. All right. So, Sumeiya, tell us something about yourself. This is such a profile. Yeah, tell us. When did you start doing this? You're such a young lady.
Let's say for a while, but like officially certificates and stuff like that. It's a year in, but I've always been passionate about women, justice.
Yeah.
I don't like justice taken away in bed.
Okay.
Because it takes one.
Allow me to go see.
So yeah, I was saying.
So
I
it's
was
been
young,
Mm-hmm.
but for Achetu, it's been here for a year, or rather, let's say registered for a year, but here for like 2 years, 3 years back. And it started when I was in school. I wanted to do something with girls in school. I was studying violence for girls in university.
Okay.
But then again, I thought I can expand. I can do more. So I came back home and said I want to do something for my people. But here, and that is Achetu was it. Achetu was born, and our focus right now in the menstrual health sexual and reproductive health rights.
Yeah.
As we venture into sexual and gender-based violence, we have
Yeah. Sure.
And I love sustainability. I just don't want to do something that's going to be
Yeah.
I want to do something that
That is
the impact is seen.
Wow, and you mentioned that you champion, or rather your organization also focuses on the menstrual health, which we'll talk about later, because I am sure then you must be one of those people that were hardly hit by this finance bill that was dropped the other day by our president. All right, so tell me, are you born and raised in Kwale? Yeah.
No, I was born in Malindi.
Okay.
Yes, I was born in Malindi. And then after 1.5 years, we moved to Kwale. So I lived in Kwale, studied in Kwale. I did my high school in Kwale. And only my university did it. Doing it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which university are you doing?
Mount Kenya.
Wow, that's an amazing course. And I love, one thing I noticed about you is your bravery. Like you do not, you do not take like moment for granted. You're like, this is a chance, my voice need to be heard. That is exactly what I am going to do. Actually, I met Sumeiya. It would be so funny because when I saw her, she was holding the megaphone, and she's addressing a crowd when we were having the very perfect protest. You remember? At the chief area office. That was the first time I saw you. And I remember looking at you and I was like, wow. I assume, rather most of us assume in the coastal area, the women kind of take a back seat when it comes to drink alcohol and all that. But when I saw you doing that, actually I got some goosebumps. I was like, yeah. I like what I'm saying. Yeah, that was really, really great. Yeah. So we will be talking today. We are focusing on what has been happening, what is happening right now, and what's next to our country. All right. So this definitely in regards to awakening call that came to the young people. And I am sure it's not something that just happened one day. These are things that have been building up. Until there are people say, you know what? They are not our parents who sat down and said, okay, fine, it is what it is. So I want you to tell me, how did it
Let's say it regards to now this by movement, yeah. For me, honestly, it began when you're ex and you're seeing people both people in your tired, and I'm like, I was so tired, you know?
Yeah.
And when I come back to now the space that I have been in Kwale, I don't see people talk about it. People are just silent. If there are posts, they just weird posts. I'm looking at the influencers, nobody's posting. But I had a friend of mine who was posting, and I was like, oh my God, Fatma, I love that you're posting this. Tag me so that I can post yours and you can post mine. We started reaching out to these people that run the blog, Kwale County and Diani, to buy. And I was like, why aren't you guys talking about this? This is time for you guys to talk. And at least they had us. They posted, and I told partner, you know what? We need a break. You can't live like this. People are always saying people in Kwale, oh, how much you in Shamba. But there are people like us, and they know if you join, you find more people like us. So we did a WhatsApp group. I took another girl also, I told her to come on board. I saw her post on her Instagram. I told her, send your number. Actually, both of them had to send me their numbers. I didn't have to send your numbers. I put them in one WhatsApp group. I have a friend of mine who is in school. I told Musa, come on board. Another one called Musa, come on board. So from there now, this call started. Because we're like, okay, guys, what can we do for life? Because it's like people aren't even aware about this finance thing. They don't know what people are rejecting. It's too silent, and it's not time for us to decide. This is our time. We need to sit together. And they're like, yeah, what can we do? So the idea was civic education. We were like, okay, let's do some civic education. Maybe to Dupange, we can do it Barazas. We can tag along the Kwale Youth Bunge. There's a Kwale Youth thing there. Anyway, sorry for another day. So someone says, no. You know what we need to do? We need to take the streets. And I'm like, take the streets. Who will come? And Musa tells me, Sumeiya, take the streets. So we change our group name to Mandamano Kwale. We say, Toyo Link. Okay. As a joke. Okay. Let's just a joke. We were serious, but I was like, okay, just put it on. In 1 hour, I had 36 people in the group. Okay. And people are like, yes, tomorrow we are taking the streets. Now I had to create another group. I'm like, okay, guys, the alternative group, what do we do? I'm like, get me a poster. I get the poster. The first poster you saw, Occupy Kwale. Yes. That one came out of my pocket. Actually, I saw. Now, let me say that. I ran another different group of entertainment and karaoke, and I remember us mentioning. I just started showing because I want you to connect and understand how this started cutting in. And when you're talking about the silent in Kwale, I was equally bothered. I was, but now being a foreign person living in Kwale, sorry, let me say, it was a bit, I'm like, I'm gonna start talking, and I don't know, people might just look at it. Of course, it's a stupid way of thinking, all right? That's a very way of thinking, because it would have gone that way. I know, right? You understand? Because people will be looking at you like, who are you? If I got profiled, you can imagine, if you got profiled, you understand what I mean? Yes. So, but for one moment, someone raised something on that group. It was entirely entertainment group, and someone asked, why aren't we doing anything here in Kwale? And immediately I was like, by the way, we need a Diani edition, all right? Then the next minute, I am seeing that poster. I was like, where did this poster come from? Till now, this one I realized that you guys, yes. Oh my God. We did the poster, and I remember it was 8. I am at Naivas, I'm buying Manila papers. I'm telling my sisters, write Manila papers 8. I did it 4. Yeah. And I called a friend of mine that's a lawyer. I called my mentor and a lecturer, and she told me, get lawyers involved. You can't do this on your own. So I called a friend of mine that's a lawyer. I'm like, hello, I'm doing this and this and this. Can you help me? Like, the steps, this part. But then come back to this year. Okay. And he's like, can you do this and this? And he's like, yes, of course. I'll come in for bono. You person and was arrested. Yeah. But get on human rights organization. Call them and let them come on board. So I tried to look for human rights organizations to come on board, Rubia, and are we talking about these are things happening on Monday? Yes. So the demos are on Tuesday, yes. Now that is Monday. That is me handling all this pressure. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, guys, these two come on board. They're like, yeah, it's okay. What do you want? I tell them, I just want you to come, but I don't want you to be at the platform. Because this is our thing. This is a deal. Let us be the investment. And they're like, we're entirely okay with it. In case things goes out, we've done this before, so we'll do it. Oh, so tell me why I'm in the TikTok. I get a text, open another group. This group is full. I look at the group, I have 1,000 people. Whoa. And I'm like, wow, what are these? So I did, and I told my sister, I'm overwhelmed. do another group. We do another group, that keeps us
So these ones are also under the title of Mandamano Kwale.
Yes.
All
All
right.
of them also under the title of Mandamano Kwale. Tukapanga hapo, and I'm like, okay guys, these are the rules of engagement. There were like 3 posters. One poster was in red. It had the information of what happened to the arrest and stuff like that. And I tell God, hey, thank you me today. I wake up on Tuesday, I'm like, let's go. Because people can just tie.
Yeah.
But turn out. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, okay, God, please help me. Because if you've sent me to this, then you have a plan for this. So you lead the way.
Yeah.
I come on Tuesday, Nico Naivas, early bird, I'm down my own. I'm like, yeah.
What time was it?
8.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know what? No one is going to come. And I'm like, have your tea. Oh.
Yeah.
An empty stomach can't be. I buy my samosas and chocolates. The first person called me, where are you? I'm like, I'm over here drinking. And I don't know all these people. I'm over here having tea. I am coming. They come meet me. To make a car, Kariku 8:30 to 5 people. I'm like, whatever, I'll do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know,
and I'm used to have 5 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we get to 9, we are 10. And people are already coming with their own manila papers. People are like, let's buy sanitary towels. Let's send the message clearly. You know, and I'm like, okay, people are interested. And then one guy says, you know what, yeah, we are like 25 of us. Let's just do the Bubisela, do the national anthem, and let's take it.
While still at Naivas.
Yes.
This whole time you're at Naivas.
Yes, we just...
All right. Were there police already?
No.
All right.
I'm telling you, they'll say yes. We will come back to
We'll come back to that. All right.
So we are just there and we're like, okay, fine, so let's just start. So, by the time I am at that police station, I have people and I'm like, God, no, you're overdoing. I know, you're overdoing. And I'm like, here. I have people I can't even count. No, I'm worried.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I hope it doesn't turn out.
Yeah,
Were you scared? Like,
I was.
Turn out,
I was so scared. And I'm not good at hiding my fear. So you look at me and see my fear. You see, I'm so disturbed. I'm texting my lawyer friends, guys, no, I'm so scared. People are like, relax, is that you? And nothing going to be wrong. The whole country is doing this, so relax. Yeah. But they sent to me, pick up poster. Now I'm like, yeah. I'm going to leave it now. You're not even playing about this. And at that point, I just let it take its course. So it's like, now these are just people that are angry. These are people who understand why they're
it's no longer about your thing. It's now everyone is bringing out their grievances.
And I just let them, just spoke and when they express themselves. And for me, I was just very, small girl, many people.
Like people had you.
Yes.
And these people were able to influence many more. So your idea was able to reach people out. This is so interesting because most of us here in the end, we didn't really get to know the behind the scene of what was going on. Of course, I was like, because by the time I got to Naivas, of course, I knew the Annie guys will be, out here slaying and doing their thing. They're not bothered. So by the time I was getting to Naivas, there were so many folks. But when I came to the chief's office, I was like, my goodness, this guy, you mean? Why are people also feeling the pain? So now it really hit home. And I must say that at that moment, that's when I realized that, okay, this thing is not joke. Yeah, when it really shows that people even down in Mashinani, even at the most quiet places where people think that, like maybe people in Fosto don't care or they're not people are not aware. Change the narrative, and I was so happy about very better. Thank you for giving us the story. Now I would like to hear from what you've been seeing also on the television, of course, what is being aired. It has also opened our eyes so much. You're going to be able to see what's happening across the country, right? So I don't know, according to you, who do you say has been the role of social media? What were the advantages and disadvantages? What were the use and the misuse of social media? Especially that you were very actively involved in. Yeah,
I love actually advantages of social media. It's like the message you teach many people at once.
At once, yeah.
It was like there's a lot of correlation between national government and us now. Yeah, what is happening nationally, we are also, we are aware. When they're saying Tuesday, this we're like, we make this change. We are together. I remember people reaching out to me from Twitter, like, hi Sumeiya, we see you're pushing Kwale. Do you need any help? And I'm like, just send me water. I just used to just bring me water.
So who are these about reaching out to you?
I have Logan. Logan is one of the people that really helps me and he sends people to come help me. Yeah. And I have I met a lawyer, but Fatima, who was like, I come on board. I have Mackenzie, Jay, just a lot of people. They're like, oh, you know what? Some more lawyers. But most of them are lawyers and they're good. Yeah. So they came, we did this, still social media for with share information.
Yeah.
It was so nice. It was just, and also you see now how the WhatsApp groups were coming. Because by the time we were having the second mandamana, I had decided to split us into constituencies so that it can be easier for us to communicate and everyone would reply their own member of parliament to the SS. So for that, I love it. And also we could get screenshots. You know, many people were not understanding why we were rejecting the finance. But you go on Twitter, you see someone has written, sanitary towels in on 90%. You just take that screenshot from the Arusha WhatsApp group, people understand. Or this levy is going up, or VAT runs in Atolewa, unatuma. So for that, I really, really love social media. But misuse, angry people. I need used to go that. Because you sleep, you wake up, someone is like, let's go ban this off. Oh no. Let's go beat this person. Or someone has threatened the rent I got to. The threats, I remember my dad saying,
let's talk about the threats and you can bring it up. How was that?
It was so bad.
And when did it start? Did it start immediately after the first?
It started during the first protest. When I was on that, when I was holding the mega.
Okay.
No, the second one. The second one. Because the first one, they didn't think it's going to be serious.
Yeah.
But the second one, the one that we came on Thursday,
it was raining.
Yes. Yes. So that it rained. Yes, that one, yeah. That one now. Messages had started to come around, loser, you're not even going to finish with it, you're just a black ugly girl, no one is taking you serious. Wallahi, as someone was like, when did you delete the messages? You would have left them. And
so are these messages being sent to you or in the group?
Myself and to the groups. Some other political groups.
Okay. So they're coming now from, do you understand who are the sources?
Yes, I do. I know them. The people who work with the member of parliament, people who work closely with the government. And I'm like, wait, people literally went into my IEBC hotel, breaching my data privacy. Took a screenshot of my voters stand, put it out there, wrote a whole composition, and told people, why are you being led by a person that wasn't born in parliament? And I thank God for GenZ because they want to say, so they're like, first of all, no, we don't have a leader. Second of all, why are you trying to intimidate her? And I love
now, hold it right there because now it's close home. I have heard of abduction. I have heard of people being harassed or profiled, but it hasn't gotten this close to understand to what extent these people will do. I cannot imagine someone logging into your identity photo, deleting your data, screenshotting your voters. Like, what on earth?
And then the audacity of them saying, if you're worried about this, go report to the police station. Because now, they're like, my boss is going to bring you out, And I'm like, why? I actually had to approach them on Thursday and told them, literally, the chief's office, and told them, guys, like, why would you do that to them? And they're like, yeah, just go report. And I'm like, okay, at this point,
so they are purpose to do all this assignment.
Yes.
We can get there.
Yes.
So okay. So according to you, did you take any action against them?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Also, they're calling my dad. My dad is pressuring me, and I thought, I don't give things attention. They grow. I should know them.
Somehow they can.
So it's like, I'm not giving you one minute of my time.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was crazy. Honestly, I didn't think people would stoop this low, trying to silence. Let me tell you, when we say that they underestimated us, they underestimated the young people of this nation, they did not know that we are well informed, which is a mistake that has been happening in the past. So that when one person is coming out to their vocal and they want to voice out their opinion and their grievances or their 2 cents, immediately they are silent. And because maybe they were not so much aware of their rights and not aware of what the Constitution says or what can stand for you, they tend to, and I don't blame them for sure. Of course, you'll be scared of your life, you're scared, but now people are so strong. We are aware, we are informed. By the way, I keep saying that in the history of Kenya, this is one era that people have been so informed and are very awake and are very much aware. Sure. It hasn't happened like this ever. Okay. Yeah. And what amazes me is that it's the young people. Let's see the most beautiful thing. All right. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Because people think it's a joke. This is not a story. This story is a joke.
I remember crying when my sister is telling me, oh my God, don't worry. But then my sisters are very bad. Other than my dad. But I can't like that. He's scared. Now they're calling him, yeah.
I'm a parent. I can imagine.
But my sisters are like, don't worry. Don't take it serious. And then, the worst thing in my head, I'm like, I am fighting for us all. This is not avoidance. Yeah. I'm showing you people that you can be. So why are you trying to? And these people have children too. I'm thinking, leo na kesho you're born, your child cannot depend on this particular government. What have you left? Okay. these very bad legislations that are not prepared together.
Yeah.
So at some point, yes, it did hurt me, it demoralized me to the work,
Yeah.
but I was on the side of the truth. I am on the side of the truth.
Wow.
We soldier.
I
This
think
is God.
I
It's not
think
even me.
that is the most great thing I have heard someone mention, that you are on the side of truth and you are confident that the fact that you're standing by the side of truth, you're not going to die, you're not going to get there, no matter the fair. Wow, that is really great. Now I want us to talk about the Article 1 of our Constitution, which states that all the sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya, and it shall be exercised only in accordance with this Constitution. The people may exercise their sovereign power either directly or through their democratically elected representatives. I can see you exciting that this girl has swallowed the Constitution.
You have to. 4 years in law school, you
You
eat it
have
up.
to,
You wake up
right?
and the lecturer is saying, yes, 70. You can't go start opening a constitution. You recite it for them.
Yeah. Wow. So now, what do you think about Kenya as a whole and observing Article 1 of the Constitution? Do you think that, and especially with our law, especially for our police, the government, is this being respected? From what?
Being respected, especially by the police and government, definitely no. But
Yeah.
can I say shitty?
I hope our YouTube will not be. Okay, fine.
Yeah, Bangani not for kids.
Okay,
So yeah, she can be free.
These people don't respect and understand the concept of freedom. You see, it is not by mistake that is how our constitution is. People sat down and say, "Tuanze ingoma hivi." They knew what they're doing, but now our leaders think, for fashion, for good reason, for rhyme. When you say it, you feel no. These are words that we are supposed to respect. These are words that no one is supposed to go above over. Because at the end of the day, we elect you guys to represent. And now, right now, what we are doing, we're taking back our power. We are saying, okay, you failed at this job. So now,
but remember, it is our power.
It's our power. We put you there. Like the other day, the governor was like, on Saturday, the governor said, it is me that sent the members of parliament to go vote yes. And I'm like, ma'am, you are school.
Our governor?
Ours. That profiled me publicly too.
Wow.
I know.
I love your confidence right now, actually.
No, if she can, I can.
Yeah, why not? Why
if she can, I can. Because tell me why you're telling people that I sent the members of parliament to go vote yes, while these people are supposed to represent our thoughts, our feelings.
Why would you even take pride on that?
I know. At this juncture, especially.
Yeah.
Ni kumaanisha kuwa basi watu wakale they ain't gonna do shit, Like,
and that shows you how these leaders we put in those positions think of us. If she can publicly and very confidently say that she sent our members of parliament to go and vote yes. Number two, it also shows how much our members of parliament are controlled.
Exactly. And what she also admitted to? She said, we have to be in a good working relationship with the national government so that we appeal to them so that they can bring Maendeleo in parliament. I'm like, in what world?
So they have to, quote and quote, and in a big quote and quote, kiss us for things to move in this quality.
And it's not supposed to be like, we pay the taxes. The president doesn't pay taxes on our behalf. We pay the taxes.
Yeah.
This thing works up, down.
We don't beg them. It's supposed to run this way.
We're entitled to it.
We do not have to compromise that kind of way so that it's a done. Oh my
But
God.
Sasa, if our own leaders are out here trying to gaslight us, manipulate us, call us out, treat us as if we don't know things. Me, I don't like it. People say, Gen Z, as if we went to school. I'm a 27 years law student. I have done a lot of side courses. I know what I am saying. I know what I am doing. Yeah. Don't tell me I don't know what I am saying. If the national government at any point is pressing you, then come back to us. Tell us, guys, the national government is pressing us. What can we do? But don't tell us to sell our souls because you've been promised road. How many years? Have you been to Kinango? Pathetic. No roads.
That road.
I know. Look at this one that leads to this very luxurious beach.
And by the way, we keep saying, do you know this road is the one that means everything to the southeast? This road only, and you have seen potholes on this road. I have been one complainant of those potholes.
Wow.
And you have seen accidents that are caused on this road. I have personally been part of an accident. Actually, I'm still recovering from an accident I got on Sunday. And when you hear someone say that we have to be in line with the national government so that they can be able to give us resources or so that we can be able to deliver to Kwale, you really think you have to think twice about what kind of leaders create.
I know. Then at this point, let's take back our power.
Ni kama Millenial.
Then let's do 1-1. But all separate power belongs to us. Let us take back our power. What we're doing to the Constitution. Allow us to. Because very clearly you can't tell the president no. You don't need to sell our people's souls so that you can bring us wrong. We are entitled to it. Our audits came out today. Your time when I thought it's not that guys. I went through those audits. I thought it was good data. Because the county audit came, a lot of uncounted millions, unaccounted for money, millions. This would have been money that would have fixed our manufacturing industries. We usually have sugarcane, we have coconut, we have cashew nuts, I don't know, fish, so much money that and then employment is created. And then you're telling us, take tax, pay taxes so that we can give you. Wakati even when we give you, there's nothing substantial you do with it. Everything.
I have seen what the president was doing. He was appointing he wanted to have an audit committee so that they're able to audit the loans that we have been receiving and other. And that was the question. So what is this? How is it going to help us after we have seen the report? Is there any action that is going to be shown? Something interesting I learned that they have done the auditing for 63 times. And that means probably that's now annually, 63 times. And only one time was the report taken back to Parliament and discussed, which I also don't think it is. So I feel like at the moment, this is not a move like the president should be doing that right now. However, I digress. I was just you just reminded me of the audit of the loans when we talked about the money from and it breaks your heart when you see so much money going expenditures
and expenditures that I know they don't even benefit me as a common man. And there's people that are rich. When I sleep, I'm like, you're rich. You have like 10 jobs. You get weird tenders. You can travel. Would you still want more? At what point are you like, as a human being, okay, this is enough. Let me give people.
Besides your position as a person, it's giving you more advantage to you.
Just I was talking to some guy and I was telling him what the way they treat our children, his family. We're like, this is amazing. The jobs that we were being given, we are told, come slash this, that's not the justice. And it's not for Adilina, but it's because I have studied agricultural engineering or something around that. And I deserve a better job. But unaona mtu mwenye just because of appointed in a politician, hajafanya chochote, anapata job yenye hata haizi hata toa like good things back. Exactly. He doesn't even know what he is there. That is very cool. Home. They cannot even say what they need there. Otherwise the person is
Actually, we are heading to there because I want us to talk about the slogan of Now, I saw, before I mentioned on a tweet that I saw of Mutani Rini's what do you think of this slogan of Ruto Must Move, the weight it carries, and then what's your opinion if actually Ruto went?
I want him to go. Because I was listening to one video of one Rastafari, and not Rastafari. Some people think that they're high, so they hate the world. When they're high, so they're seeing the world properly. So he says, our problems are not the person. Our problem is the system. Because look at our legislation. Here in your side, Joseph, wamefanya sijui conflict of interest bill. Sijui ape bibi yake. Obvious, these are just bad, backwards legislation that we need to fix. So when people say me, I say, so Ruto akienda and then what next? We fix our legislation.
In human beings that fix those systems.
We don't need a crown over there to be like now. Whether he does us more good, bad than good. Actually, do away with the office of the president. Too much power for what? No. For real, boom. Let's just have a prime minister. Let's just have someone who, but let's fix our systems. And that is why I keep on crying when people are like, let's give president a platform, politician. For what? Why are we giving these people platforms? They know what they should do. We said reconstitute IBC. We said fire your CSS. We said fire your members of parliament. Put members of parliament on a budget. What are MCS for?
I ask the same question. I even keep asking, why do we have MCA. We have the institution where we have women rep. I'm a woman. I would really be happy to see another woman this time, but they don't do nothing. What are these women representing? Then we have a senator, we have a governor, we have a nominated senator,
nominated MCA.
We have my God, and then we have to pay taxes to pay these people.
All of them.
Who, when you hear of their travel allowances, by the way,
you'll cry.
I learned at the cabinet, the speaker of the National Assembly, The previous financial period, his travel allowance was his travel budget was 35 million. That was the previous. Now wait one. For this year's budget, it was I think triple because it was 100 and something million.
What is he going to do?
The same question was like, what is the Speaker of the National Assembly, Charlie? He's not okay. The president, who we are also having an issue with him, Charlie. So what is 100 and plus million budget?
What are they
being
going
allocated to
to
him
do?
for what? Now, let's talk about something I saw on X. This was Mutahinguji. Now, I like reading Mutahinguji's post because back in the days, he used to really challenge the government or he would foresee something. I don't know what has happened in the past few years.
You know, corruption.
All right. Yeah, you're right. So this is what he said. My point. To try and overthrow a constitutionally elected president through civil disobedience is to do a civilian thing. And the constitution allowed it. But did Ruto listen? Yes. Did he climb down? Yes. Why must he go? No idea. This revolution has no argument except ban him.
First of all, did Ruto listen? Really, if he listened, I took it for now, my sense on my neck and my eyes and my dreams. Did he really listen? Linda Mama haiko. Do these people know, say mwanamke pale akipata bola, unajua how much maybe they earn? Maybe like a man, tuseme pale, say anauza kuni. So roughly per month, that is 20,000. Akona mtoto, so they had to feed that family. It has to be past steamer. Find the water when you have a water crisis. Now you go to the hospital, you're pregnant, auna Linda Mama. Yeah, NHIF nayo, and then you're saying this man listens. Listens what? Come down to who? Guys, let's to question seriously for a minute. Because he didn't listen, in my opinion, he didn't listen. And if he came down, it is called, we said like 2 times. It was not his
people
first
even
thought.
had to die for him
I know, to calm down. He wasn't bothered. Our economy is in shit. Our economy is in shit. You are not living in shit, Mr. President. We are. Na sisi wenye tunaumia na economy tunakwambia tosha. Why are you still arguing with us?
Let's even talk about now. Today he was what is the IEBC? Yeah. And I am interested because I'm like, so our president gets to action after we have lost souls, after we have, we really have to do what we have to do for him to,
because take up. I know. Why? Nani kazi yake. Unajua hata mimi when people like, oh, the president is coming to space, Sumeiya go and ask for Mike. I said, I'm not going to do. He knows what he has to do. Bona paka tuende. I think we did a lot. Maybe because my mental health has not come back.
I can imagine.
Because it's so tough for you to give us, because he's still breadcrumbing us. Guys, we are still being breadcrumbed. That man has authority to say right now, so and so.
Kibaki did it.
Literally.
Our whole cabinet.
And then Akumicha enda. Asema Linda Mama, regesha yo kiti. NHIF, let's take it. Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, what do you mean that there was an error? Paka tukapoteza 300 million. Come on board. Let's do these things. But he's breadcrumbing us at, you know, you people, it's a politically. I'm like, politically, these are our lives. Don't call in politics for me. Because I spent Esther Passaris ukisikiza hii ndio. Sema tena ati politically president is at a bad place. We mama. And we are at a bad place. We are. Tunaumia bwana.
I am very happy because of your response, which I feel it was even more stronger than there's a response I even took down here because I was like, yes, you're interesting. So he responded to like, you have responded. And he said, has corruption in this government? No. Has the responsible borrowing stopped?
No.
We're still borrowing. Has the incompetent cabinet been dissolved?
No.
Have the youth been given jobs?
No.
Have the mamambogas been empowered?
No.
Have NHIF thieves been arrested?
No.
Has shift been stopped?
No.
First of all, why are we having shift?
Why? What is
Can
shift
you think of the transition from NHIF and shift? The money that is going to get lost there? A lot of confusion. We know our systems. First of all, where you go, you want maybe to do something, I think the systems are small. So what about now shifting from, instead of fixing what we already have?
Na ujue bado kuna watu wengine hasa huko kijijini hawana ile biashara. Kwa mtu namwambia enda upate 500 anafikiria fair, niende nirudi, would rather eat or get it.
And hii 500 hata kama kuna mtu anafikiria surely kwa mwezi nitakuwa natoa wapi 500 ya kuruka hiyo nje.
And there is money that can just be put in our health care system. Tuende tu tufanye tutibiwe na tusonge. But no, people want to eat. I said they won't die.
They're going to die.
Silence that. But yeah.
And then his last point was, has prime CS position been scrapped? The struggle for achievers. That is why I hear people asking, why are we still on the streets? You know, there are people who are still asking, why are we like today we're supposed to have Occupy CBD. I don't know if people did that. And they're asking, I thought the president came down. No, people need to be aware. There are a lot of things. He did that particular one because it was the most conspicuous one that was causing. He thought that was the only thing. That's why when I started the podcast, I said it is not a thing that we woke up one morning because of the finance. The finance bill just opened a door for us to air the grievances we've been holding.
And also, I want to say the work of the president is not for him to settle again. Was him coming to space? Was him thinking he's going to massage our egos and he's going to get
so excited?
No, sir. Wewe. Oh, baba fanya kazi yake nini? Oraende. Because you don't know, it is you either work. Because had you woken up one day and said, Papa, would have been okay, fine. Yeah. Let's give you your 2 years so that we can send you home in peace. Yeah. But you're not doing anything. You're still trying to break crumbs. It's still like a time. Today, Raila said, oh, we have decided dialogue. We come and learn. Because of Baba, maybe the institution we as US. You sit down. We are past dialogue. Wallahi, boom. Don't sit down with a politician. Me sitaki discourse na dialogue na politician. Yeah. Go to parliament, do the right thing. We want to see. Mi nataka kuona. Nataka kuamka nione barabara hapa imetengezwa. Nataka kuamka nione yes, our pitches, kuna vitu zinaendelea. Our manufacturing industries zinaendelea. Our roads are completed. Because like in Kwale, anaenda kama leo mama ameflag hiyo barabara. After 2 weeks, we are done. Photo ops. Hii ni serikali ya photo ops. Apige picture, oncology center, done. We have launched a dispensary done. There's no medicine, doctors are not being paid, eaters are not being posted. There's no water in this county, and we have Marere River that goes to Mombasa. Mimi kwambia tukianza mambo ya Kwale hapa atatuanza. Alafu mtu anaenda tu anaglot in a very arrogant voice and very dismissive way that we are watching. What work? Honestly, what work? I want to see it. Mama, you co work. So I'm like,
And let me mention about Kwale because this is where we are at. Kwale is lagging behind development. And what even so scary is that it is one of the best tourists.
I know. I think it's the surviving one because Mtwapa, Malindi, Zinaenda, and I think we are also followed. Yeah. And it's because we have leaders that are not choosing to just open their eyes. Yeah. And I usually tell my dad, I do understand when I'm over, but listen to me. Because I'm experiencing life different. Yeah. What I want for you is to enable me. Now, ukiona nimegonga mwamba ama naenda kugonga mwamba, the best you can do is tell me, Sumeiya, that's your business. Yeah. And then now, as a child, I think of myself, sawa, niende, ama nibevert. But nikigonga nitakuja nisema, he told me. Then I come back to you, aya baba. What do you suppose I do? But 9 out of 10 times, I'll go give Mwamba. Because we grown, guys. We know what we are saying. We know what we are saying. Yeah. Mtu atasema, we need fish factories. Ifanye hivi na hivi na hivi. They know what they're saying. Huyu ni mtoto atafambia nini? Or you've never handled such honey. You can't say that. We know.
It's like the speaker, what was the name of this woman? Is she the governor? Who said, what's the 19-year-old going to tell? Wacha niwaone hapa kwa hii. I was so
does she know a 19-year-old is a second-year student?
I am so certain. 19-year-olds right now, they're more enlightened than them.
And there's an influx of information on them. I wake up in the morning and listen to podcasts. I go from Buddhists to, science, technology. Yeah. Literally, there's information on that. We know a lot. We see how other people are living out there. And I was telling someone, Diani can be Miami if we choose to. We can even do more than that. Because we have something in it to
our beaches is always ranked number 3 most cleanest. It was now number 32 the other day.
But they're neglecting it. Say as a county, blue economy. Blue economy is not going to magically change Kwale. We cannot only just focus on this and leave this thinking this is going to give me two investors that are tusaidia nini Kwale. We need different sectors, different investors, different people. Lakini nyinyi, people want to politically align themselves. People are just always thinking around politics, am I appealing to someone's ego? Don't talk badly about so-and-so because her feelings will be hurt. Her feelings will be hurt on my taxes. I know.
Now, I like when you talk like that because it makes me see how this time people have been... They've been so tired to start, worrying about a person holding a bigger position. And do you know, this position is not even a bigger position if you look at it. This person is supposed to serve us. So look at in a situation where you're probably in a gathering and a member of parliament walks in. You see how people react. It's like God has just appeared, right? And you're there massaging his ego, you're there trying to sugarcoat things. And this is the same person who will go to parliament instead of presenting issues that are affecting you in the constituency. They are there voting yes.
Alright.
You know, I think we passed that, and I am so happy to learn that now you can hardly hear the sirens of the road. There's a politician passing. What nonsense is that? And let them be aware. Let them know that this is just not a thing. We do not die. It continues. Revolution is evolution. Yes. We say that it takes time and it will continue. Yeah. Now let's talk about police brutality nationwide and also down here.
Wow, was so bad. At the national level, that was so breaking.
Yeah.
And you remember my father telling me, Sumeiya, I think my father knows. Once I set my mind into something and God has told me go, because I told God that day, if you don't want me to go, I know you're going, let it rain, right?
Okay.
It didn't show me a sign. Even at the droplets didn't come down. I told my dad, you know what, God is inside. So, and he was like, oh, police are going maybe to target you. I'm threatening. Like, I'm sure that people die that day. I was born, my mom died that day too. So, like, don't be scared of death. Death happens to you. It happened. So if God had destined that this is how I'll go, I'll go happy because they know I'll go fighting for people. And it's like they'll abduct you. I'm like, they'll bring me back. At least when they abduct me, you'll know they'll bring. If it's abduction, then I'm back home. But if it's death, I'm gone. And someone else, another Sumeiya will come. And then let people fight for themselves. I'm like, no.
See, that's the mentality of the old generation. Because even I would say when my mom learned that I was also very actively involved in the protests, and she said, of course she's a parent, and one thing I keep saying, I think me being a parent, I understand them, but then again I had to tell them let them know that this is a new era, and I'm not going to be left behind. If at all I die, my children will be proud knowing that our mom died for us, for our lives to be better and for the generations to come. Whatever small change there, it's help. And I've seen many young people saying, we do not care, we are going to get them off, you know. We are gonna, and even those that have died, I would say that they were doing it, they died in the course of duty, they were in line of duty of fighting a nation.
And I know they're at a happy place.
They're at a very happy place, and of course their families are bleeding. We are sad about it.
Today they need to and I was taking the letters to the OCS in time. I took that letter and in a very, I got them to say I'm like, I'm Sumeiya. And why do you want to go protest? I'm like, I'm a Kenyan. And I'm also a Kenyan. I'm like, then come on, say. You're also a Kenyan. You come.
They told you
refused. Yeah, he refused to take my letter. So I had to leave it there, and I took a picture of one. It's on my Twitter, and you can see on top Diani OCS. And then I put it on Twitter and say, OCS Diani has refused to take my.
Wow.
And then that went viral. I got like 10 followers. I think
that is why I talk about the power of social media.
Yeah, that went really viral. And people were like,
everywhere.
I tell you, happily when they came. I'm sure they were just wondering, where's this a small girl? So seeing Nairobi, how, they were handling protesters. Because as I was telling people, protesters were not agitating police. It was police that were just shooting at them for no reason.
Right,
no one is leaving home to come fight for their rights at sasa wanze violence. Kama kitambo. Unajua maandamano za kitambo ni tires, yes. But these ones, before the goons of course came, it was so nice.
The first two were very
taking pictures, singing. Grouchy was doing his thing. It was like end femicide, man. It was so beautiful. And I'm happy that we also did that. But also the last time we were doing it. Because I remember just meeting people per crowd, and I'm like, hi, take care of this book, So every people are like, Sijali, madam, stop saying, I'm not talking in, but just ensure there's no traffic. That particular day that tear gas started, that particular day that they kept, I was like, no, you're so wrong for this. Because I think now you've seen nationwide police are doing this.
Then you
now
also
you also want
to do the same. I don't understand. Honestly, there's something I don't understand when we are having peaceful protests. I do not understand when we are having peaceful protests. I do not understand
why would they do that? I'm certainly I want
yes, and I want to just tell something.
That would have died because I'll show you the pictures later. Yeah, but hapa hivi hiyo bullet imempiga hapa imekuja huko 16-year-old from one namkat so babake atalipa fee hizo basani zenye zinapoa atazizi kwa atalipa fee matangalia mtoto na ujue huyo si mtoto wa pekee kanienda there was no reason for that to happen. Literally, there was no reason whatsoever. We are protesting. Why is the police car in the middle of agitating protesters? Because to me, that was like, you're baiting them.
You're already gaslighting.
Yeah. No, you want them to do something, and then someone is like, "Oh, a stone was thrown. Stone versus bullets." Really, that's in a pot of blood, and that does.
Yeah.
But what has been done up to now? The governor hasn't talked about it. The MP has not addressed it.
Yeah.
No one is. There's one who is in Sumuiya that needed to was in surgery on Saturday. Yes, on Saturday I was going to see this one. We are planning for surgery. I met with Chuma, and he's a border rider. How many years back have you said this man?
Does that speak something to the people of Kwale that our leaders do not care? Apart from them voting yes to a bill that they're going to face down, they do not care about the
are still supporting these people. Hata kama ni for jobs. You say my bomb. Me as my friend, I can stand up to you because you're my friend. And I know our friendship will hold water. Yeah. Be like, boom, no.
Yeah.
That's not. But what do you mean? Oh, unajua ni rafiki yangu boss wangu siwezi ngambia. Then you're not friends. You're his slave.
That is true. And it's not sustainable. Remember we talked about sustainability. That is not sustainable.
Exactly. But when they fire you, because I'm sure hii hit ikiendelea, some of you will have to lose your jobs.
People are going to lose jobs.
You lose your job, I'm happy for you. Honestly, yes. Because I really needed support. And then there are people who just telling me, I know what? We are on the truth side. Tuko kwa ukweli. Don't tell me I'm a public servant, I can't do this. Don't tell me that bullshit.
I think, and that said, I would like to say here at Legally Bold, we acknowledge and we send our deepest condolences to and big respect to all those died during the protest. We recognize them as our freedom fighters, the people who fought for a new era, and
we burnt the candles on this particular.
We did a candle lighting right here
at
RIP, guys. Man.
Struggle is still
on, and we're still fighting for justice as far as we can. All right, now I would also want us to shift our focus on the nation. Like right now, what its expectation is, because we've really talked about what happened. What is happening now? I know I know yesterday the doctors took you to the street where the Occupy page and Nakumicha must go.
Let that woman go home.
And I just want to say, when you see this kind of protest, that tells you that this nation is fit. The people who are taking care of our health are not taking care of us. How do we have interns going for a whole year and pay? And not even here, they don't have jobs, so they just wait for it. So how are these people supposed to survive?
You know, the irony is that there are hospitals, people and there are people who don't have jobs. I'm like, where's the disconnect? They're like, raisi anasikiza nani? Vivigo.
Exactly. So that's what is happening. We're aware of the shift from NHIF to shift to everyone. Personally, I am against.
Plus, what are the reasons? What
is the reason? Why do we have a government that comes up with policies or
out of nowhere
things that they don't
conflict of interest bill? I was like, bullshit, what is this?
Can they explain to us like a 3-year-old?
Umeona kwanza ile juzi yenye wanasema ati the IBC bill yenye wanasema ati poli ya leo actually cars can be polling stations. I'm like, to serve whose purpose?
I've seen that someone screenshotted some that.
Yes.
At your car, even if it's in motion, so it can be a police.
So Ruto, really, you stole once. Thank you. You're going home. Me nakwambia, that man has to go.
I think it's time that they learn that the government protests. So before it was the government, we were protesting against the government, but now it is a pro-good governance.
It's a pro-good. By the way, Achetokea Kitambo, I didn't like that people are calling it anti-government. What do you mean anti-government?
Right?
We want good governance.
If we have someone for, and that is why, if you realize if there's a leader doing something good, people, especially with the people, we are very, and we know that they mean good. It's not because that they poured money.
Yeah.
In fact, those that poured money wamejisikia kwa movie that some of them are regretting why they did whatever. So if you see a leader that the young people they tend to be behind and they kind of give the support to. So that shows that we are pro-good governance. All right. So let it not be taken like we're just anti-government protest. We're not just.
And also, I got to say that people really think this is a political thing. This is not a political.
This is not a political.
Because you don't know, people, especially the president, thinks it's politics. Kwanzia who is funding
opposition is fighting
kakuja opposition, kakuja Uhuru na Gachagua, kakuja sijui nini. Mr. President, I want to tell you, this is not politics. This is us, me. And the children I want to bear, and my peers. We're just so tired.
I think that's one thing that this government, or rather the the president and his friends cannot figure out.
Mm.
They cannot understand because it hasn't happened like this in the history of Kenya,
Yeah.
where people just come out because of what they're going through,
Mm-hmm.
and they fight for what is right
Mm-hmm.
without a leader, without a political
I
leader.
know. There's no political influence, there's no leader. Mimi kwanza ni kwanza. Every time people are like, oh, Sumeiya, we need to talk to them. I tell them, no, this is not a platform. This is a platform for us.
Let them look for
that's how to them. Listen, demands ziko online. Enda.
You
You when you're in a first quarter of sleep.
Yeah. Plus, you have your JD.
Yeah.
You have a job.
Exactly.
When you get employed in whatever job you do, first thing you do, you get a JD and you know what are my roles in the job. So do I got to have a conversation and dialogue?
When I say, and you are enough cramping. Enough cramping. I was really hoping we can continue talking to the streets, but the goons unaona vile walikuja. Paid goons. I say paid goons. Paid goons because actually.
You know why it has rubber stamp that they were paid? Look at the concert that would happen at the and how peaceful it was. There were no police, there was no destruction, there was no looting. These are the same people that were on the street. So how can
they would have looted more?
Exactly.
The guns are guns, not come.
Yeah, and they're not going to
guys,
stay
able stop sending low blows. Like we laugh. You either want dialogues or you want to infiltrate our program, but they pick a side. Because it can't be that these people kwanza the amount of destruction that was caused. You know, wameiba, wameingia huko, they're destroying property. Even if it's usually goons, you know, protests have been happening. But the goons usually have you know, but hey. Ati milango, soda,
you know, I kind of felt like Amma, and I stand to be corrected, but I had a feeling like the MPs who were gotten at because of voting, yes, I felt like they were kind of hitting.
Definitely. Someone said in the group that I accepted 100 proof. Because immediately we get that proof. Now it's tunachawasha mikono sasa. We'll take the street. Send those to because why are you so scared? Instead of you working, you're trying to instill fear into us. Because now, honestly, I'm like, yes, I can make a poster. But at what cost? Because of course, business community in a complain. And I remember one Mama Samaki say, Hajui been in a name, but you know, just two conversations now. Oh, Samaki wangu ameenda. I don't know what I will do. You know, I have to down on the school fees. I know there's a loan I can get. And then I'll give it. And then I feel and I'm like, imagine it, I'm stressing. So mwenye alituma ugumu. Na unajifanya unataka kufanyia watu kazi. Hiyo kazi gani utafanya?
That's why we don't want to hear about now, Sumeiya, tell us, what is the what do the people of Kwale have in mind? What you have interacted with a lot of young people?
Yes.
Let's start from what's their feeling and what is their plan with the MP who voted yes, and these leaders. What is their feeling?
First of all, people are excited. Yeah, people are excited. People are like, yes, let's take our power back. Yes, let's go talk to our parents. And as you've seen, I'm trying to change the trajectory and go to like civic education because we need people to. Well, the people who are at the mandamano or woman talk to me. And I was like, reject finance bill. Yeah, but you mean it. So now I had to start telling her, you know, the truth are true. And I'm like, okay, I started to make it through. So way forward civic education because now I think it's street system now. But
this civic education is very important because, like you had mentioned earlier on that your organization also focuses on mental health, and I said you were gonna get that. And I know there are people who only know about the pads and the sanitary pads being taxed. Okay, of course it is one thing that hits us as women. Okay, but when you know more of why this bill was being rejected, it opens up your mind so that you confidently reject it. So I am from civic education. Let them know it was more about the talking of eco levy taxes, which once again I'm an environmentalist, so anything eco is what I love, right? But when it is wrongly, whatever, if it is wrongly implemented, it doesn't make sense to me, all right? Or at the wrong time. So I keep saying there are few pointers in that bill that I felt that if this country was at a certain position, they would have made us a very independent country. However, I felt like did the people who wrote this financial bill understand which position we are at as a country to be able to introduce some of the things, right? Because IMF don't give
these people sit in boardrooms and say
yes. And that's where our president should have come in and say, okay, good. Some of these things actually are really amazing. But my country at the moment, we are not able to tax the imported things because my manufacturers, now, this was my thinking. Fine, if you say you're gonna tax some of these imported things so that you promote your local manufacturers, are you going to subsidize the cost of production to these manufacturers? I mean, the manufacturers will now start complaining, we don't have raw materials, somehow we have to spend a lot of money to get our raw materials. The production cost is so expensive, hence you get a very expensive thing, and that is low quality. Did they ever think about that? Some of these things are very sensitive. Things like diapers and sanitary pads. Things you cannot get at low quality, and then you start having your issues or infections and stuff like that. You know. So I kept saying that, and unless the government has a good plan on how they're going to get this working, there's some things that yes are good, but they're not making sense right now.
They don't, right? And honestly, we can't even trust anyone out there. They don't even have They don't even have no one thinking yako. Wao hawana. Wao ni taxes tutajiongezea mshahara. You remember when they had their own atanajiongeza mshahara, and then kina Jalamo started saying, "Oh, I don't want." And I was like, "Come on, together for streets."
You know the audacity to show you just after we left the streets, it just seated down saying how they want a 14K increment of it. Chocolate times 1,000. Yes, now tell me. So you were telling me that the Kwale people, after engaging with them somehow, and do you feel like this in the history of Kwale, this is the first time you are also somehow aware of what's happening?
Okay. I don't want to confidently say it, but I think
anyway, you're a young person again.
Yes. So I haven't also. My father raised me inside the house, so I wouldn't. But I think now I love it because their confidence is just, you tell people, come and China was sending screenshots of what the comments are saying, like, oh my God, I know this is Sumeiya, these houses, these lands are being grabbed, why are they inventing this? So I love the interaction, and I'm like, yes, guys, we need to have our meeting, we need to know how we're going to start our civic education, we need people that want so much to come on board and talk to us, which is key. We need you people to take votes. That voting is going to be very important come very soon. Yeah. And also we are recalling our member of parliament.
That is what I wanted to hear. What is next? We are recalling our member of parliament. And this has to be. It has to be. Everyone has to know about it.
Yes. Yeah. We are recalling our member of parliament. So we are waiting to send in the petition. We're waiting for time because the rule is that he has to have spent 2 years with voting. Okay. So technically he has.
That's constitutional.
Yeah. Ameingia kabla because alikuwa na by elections, akaingia na by elections, and then now the general election. So technically he's done. But now people
as per the term. The constitution means
as that term. Yes, and when they go to court and so that so very soon our petition will be out there. IBC, I'm sure it's up and running. We send it there, we pick signatures, and people are so ready to sign.
And we are hoping that this time IBC will not be compromised like
if they do, actually I was thinking of actually petitioning it to court too.
Yeah.
If we can't trust, we'll just throw it fishnet out there, whatever we catch with court. Because I don't like misipendagi kufanya kitu ambayo haina impact. It's just not me. I have to see it done. I have to see it there. And if I am going to the finish line, I want to go to the finish line strong. Yeah. I don't want to go to the finish line and okay, it died, it's natural. But no, I am seeing the finish line and this is me. Go. Yes. So we are recalling our member of parliament, and I see Matilda also because I'm charging. Yeah. Then Matilda and Lunga, same thing. We're just waiting for terms.
So all our MPs voted here.
Yes. Shameless. See, governor amesema alienda aliwatenda. And can we even also recall the governor? I'm looking into that.
By the way, is it constitutionally possible?
We'll look into that.
We're the ones who vote for them, right?
Yes. I'm sure there's a thing we can do to take them out of.
We need to find out though.
Yes.
We cannot be having governance.
Arrogance. Can I say with? Yeah. Because they're just things you can't say,
why I am happy right now, and these leaders are in for a shock, is that now, more than ever, people do not care about the tribe. Can you imagine? We've had this conversation for this almost an hour now, here on our 59th minute. And this is the first time I'm introducing the issue of tribe, which makes me so happy. Because before, however, tribalism was the main thing. Just how beautiful and amazing it was. Okay? And that is why it was becoming so hard. In fact, before me, I would never discuss it. Somehow, because I would feel like, so I'll go and my opinions might not impress, say for instance, an OPM party person or someone or fan, or it will Kwanza someone from Kenya Kwanza or Uganda or whatever. But right now,
It's just like one
It
agenda.
is so neutral. And that is why you're finding it so easy, even for you, specific education in college, it is so easy because people nowadays, you're not being ruled by, because you realize all these parties, all these leaders, they just brainwash you, you know? You're not there like
you see, when they were doing the Sumeiya and Malindi, of course they wanted people to go, you said, yeah, Usimdigo, but people said,
it's not about Mdigo, Malindi is what,
Giriama
is not about Mdigo, Giriama thing anymore. It's about being a Kenyan. All right. So we are recalling our member.
We are recalling our member of parliament. We have liaison board, the petition inaandikwa. Kitu tunangoja na ABC. ABC is
what actually how functional it's gonna get, and let it not be compromised. Yes. Now you have seen, now that you're a student of law, you have seen the cry of reducing university fee to pre-2022 levels, and e.g. like the University of Nairobi particularly has been complaining, and of course all the other universities. I had the president mention about that he corrected the issue with the university. I don't know how to use that, and he kept saying you can call all the vice chancellors and ask them because they are now happy.
But boom, yeah. If I say, first of all, you have to give me 20 shillings. Okay? And then I come say, boom, give me 100. And I say, it's a lot. And I'm like, okay, give me 85. Sasa, correct. Because we are previously at 20. Now I'm giving you 85. But you're trying to gaslight me and tell me, but si nimekutoa mia nikakupeleka 85. A joke is a joke and you can spot it. Let's not do that. There's money in this economy. I refuse to. Iyo pesa, umesoma audit wewe. Iyo pesa yote inapotea. Let's push it. You'll cry. Actually, drink water, bed, have your fruits, read the audit.
Otherwise,
you will fall down. Because millions. You see the county audits, the constituency audit, you add the national audit, you will fall down and go. Because kuna pesa kwa our economy. Lakini pesa ni ya elites. Sisi wenye tunapeana hiyo pesa itusaidii mbona? Alafu usikuje tena utuambie, sasa I am using this money a lot, give yourself more, help yourself. Because of the arrogance of that man saying, there weren't even jobs, youths have been jobless ever since. And I'm like,
I remember him saying that. I think this is not the first time the youths are jobless.
So baba ni mwongo wewe.
Okay, Baba Shabin, wewe. Now let's talk about finally on our last because we're on our 1 hour. Yeah, let's talk about very fast. What do you think about the housing levy? What are we doing about the housing levy?
What is the reason for the housing levy? And now look at us in Kwale.
Yeah.
Just look at us. Mbona nyumba tunaishi? We've been here. So what is the plan for that? I'm a housing levy.
You don't have a feeling that government will build for you better. And where this house is being built?
Where? How? Na nani aishi hapo? No, you see, boom, yeah?
So maybe
I'm living in my house. I'm living in my house. Nimejenga taka ni ya matope. Most of our houses is for hivyo. I'm not paying anything, I'm comfortable. Sina shida ya stima, sina shida ya maji. I just wash my kikoroboi, go fetch water from the stream, live my life. Now you're telling me, let me bring you to a house.
Yeah.
Wait,
yenye utalipia for? Is it for 10 years?
And normal Mkwale venye governor is saying anaangalia maslahi yetu. Atatupa hiyo pesa ama bado government atatupatia pesa ya kulipa. Tusikue jokers tafadhali. Ni nini tu vingine ni za nini? Hatujafika huko.
That is what I say. I keep saying our country is being given a bigger load. We are not yet there.
We are not yet there, bro.
Tungekuwa a first world country, we would now be talking about.
Alafu unajua tukifika hapo, tukifika hiyo time, these things just take themselves.
But then they just flow.
Unaona tu kitu tu inaenda.
Comfortably.
Naturally. Lakini wewe utaongeza utachukua mpaka leo. Na how honestly. Amekuja huko pale yeye kuna mlazo anaishi ndio angetaka pesa kama ukifikiria. People huko at least watu wako homeless you live with your family. Yeah. Na baadaye also anazijenga wapi? No, let me look at this. This is Millenial. At the time they're like, nyumba zinaanza kujenga, we are giving people jobs.
He talks about jobs.
Jobs za kwenda kujenga hizo sasa nyumba hizo za.
Sasa I'm like, there's someone who asked, jobs ni za mjengo. I'm not saying jobs za mjengo si jobs. But are those the jobs you're creating for the youth of Kenya, for all the someone who has specialized on construction, fine, with benefit. But then again, across this country, we have millions and millions of youth.
How many houses are we constructing to hire all of us?
Very fast. give a message to the people of Kwale, the people that know you, some of the schools that you've been mobilizing.
Guys,
Tell us what is
do
doing.
not relent. That is what I will say. I know sometimes the energy is not energy. I know right now we're scared. I know right now there's a lot of unsurety. But guys, do not relent. This revolution has just but begun. Because we are almost there. We are almost there. Regroup, re-energize, and we got this. Okay? Na kila mtu ashikilie mwenzako mkono. Because this is not going to be a fight for just one person. I want everyone to come on board. I want Sumeiya. I know a little bit of eco-level stuff. Can I come teach people about this? Sumeiya, I can give this and this. Can I do this? We need each other. We are on our own. Kama ujaona kama sisi peke yetu ni wewe. But guys, we are on our own. Don't let politicians gaslight you, manipulate you. When they start doing things for us, wewe mwenyewe utaona maisha yako improve. But until your life has improved, don't relent. Who's relent? That's the message. Who's relent? And come on board. Come on board.
Beautiful. Wow, that was one Sumeiya Omar Sumeiya Omar Salai. And she is the founder and chairperson of the ACHETU Community Based Organization. And it's such a lovely, very creative. Let me tell you, we can have conversations today about this country. And I'm very happy. There's something that excites me is whenever I have to talk about my country, about way forward. I am a solution-based person, first of all. So that's why you see, I like talking about what has happened, what's happening, what's next, right? So I feel like you're in the right direction. I am so excited when I see the young people taking up. They kept telling us that we are the leaders tomorrow, but tomorrow never came.
I know.
So we decided, you know what? We are making it today. We are the leaders by force.
Whether you're the leader of tomorrow, enough. We are leaders
tomorrow
of today.
never comes.
We are always, yeah. So Sumeiya, you're one great woman. You have been seen. Your efforts are being seen, and the efforts are making us, like they inspire us to do the right thing. To understand the law, you're a law student, by the way. Also, as you're doing the civic education, enlighten people of their life, their rights. Sorry, enlighten people of the law. Let them know a little bit about the law. And once people are enlightened about the law, they become aware, they become very confident. All right. So you're headed in the right direction. You're very powerful behind you. And it does not matter what any politician leader is gonna do or try to threaten you. We're behind you. Just make it louder. Oh yeah, we're out there. Wow. What an amazing episode this was. It was timely. At some point I thought it was late, but it's not late. It's not late. This has been perfect timing, yes. It was very special episode. I'm gonna say my parting shot is that revolution is evolution. It takes time. We are not done. We have lived there.
Just be done. I love the opus.
Oh yes. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Give us your comments on the comment section. Let's hear what you think. I have been your host.
yangu lazima mgoja kwa comment. Hajatuambia one of the best moments kwa maandamano na probably the worst. One incident, the best kwa maandamano na the worst.
The best moments for maandamano. Do you remember when you were vibing? Inakubalika. But I was so tired
on the whatever.
Yeah, I was so tired.
Yeah,
I was so tired, and then I see a group of people vibing. I was like, my vibes. I go there, these people, oh, remember.
I looked at the other, I was like,
nice. I know. It was so nice. And I went with you guys up to there. And I was like, "Situation show going to put this shit." And I was so scared. I was like, "This crowd the biggest for like anything." And of course, the worst was the goons, the police. That really scared me.
Yeah.
And there's a group I was in. I sent voice notes ranting and telling them if one life is lost. I think I'm in that. Achetu Lala. I told them, I know they had many sick guys. One life, we will not sleep. There was no reason for
I think
this.
you can even mention what the goons did to us at Tiani, because they invite the Mapanga, they invite so much insecurity that had gone down a little
Ikawa
bit.
sasa usiku ikifika sick, now we are scared.
And we are a nightlife town, this is a...
I remember telling siku tunakuja kupan.
Yeah, they kind of when
yes,
you say kind of
one of
like
my friends like going so good.
It was like scary.
It's just so mambo ni ya Mungu. Mimi sasa ndio mambo. If God maybe So if
I
you just
agree.
decided they'll go down there and
Yeah.
go.
Okay. I also believe it. But the next one is sure. When you're doing the right thing, he got you.
Yes.
He's gonna protect you. Just change it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And say hi to everyone else who was said this. Tell them legally boring podcast. And they said of a love.
Right. And we'll here. Bye.
Who do you like to shout out?
Fatima Kibao.
Who is this
darling.
Fatima lady?
Fatima Kibao is a very young lady and entrepreneur. That girl is
You've mentioned how Fatima.
Fatima is the first young girl coming.
Oh, can I make her? I
Yes,
love
you can.
I do
Fatima
business,
is so
so-
business oriented.
Yeah.
She does it. And for me, when I saw her post and like, this is so bold of you because it's for these clients of a business, but she's like this far. And I remember the first 500 shillings I got for airtime from the Dennis.
I like them.
I was like, I need to tell people and I don't have airtime to say. And I called. And the first day of Mandamano, she came and she brought people along. The Fatma, thank you so much. Zaituni, thank you so much for bringing human rights people.
Yeah.
Nkabane, Liza, you guys.
Wow.
You know how you want to give up and then someone just... those are those people.
They made this happen because we didn't know. I would say like, we didn't know that there was so much done a structure behind the thing.
Oh, and I also want to Agnes Joseph. That I don't know for Mandamano. She said, don't come, let's go. Agnes, and that is so
There was
much.
a lady who was giving us mandates during the
Yes,
first one.
yes.
I was so excited.
Victor, Ryan, these are people who, because I have to go to court. So I'm like, who will make me foster? They can't be in Mandamano reload. They tell me just send the cash, I will do it. So guys, thank you so much. And then like I'm 3 people, 40 people, just dying. And Don Collins for the crowd. What a vibe with the crowd, you guys.
And there was guys, I don't know whether they mentioned them, the one that was giving us last time.
Yeah,
That was the fact I was like, I have never seen demonstration so bougie. Because I arrived, I'm like, oh no, I forgot my mask. And they were like, don't worry, we'll give the mask. I'm like, somebody's telling mask. No, we're giving 40, yes. And water. And water.
It's from their pockets, yeah? And that is just from their pockets. Sumeiya, I'm bringing masks.
I actually asked one of the guys, because I was so curious, I was like, did you guys, did someone smoke it? The guy's like, no.
Na vile unakaa hivi kwa maji naika kwa cloud naika kwa status yangu guys I need water that is there guys water please so thank you guys we take the story again our guns working
No, they didn't. Whoever is sponsoring goons to Chapata too will get
and so being protected.
whatever if the goods have done to our lives will be done to these people who are sponsoring them. They are people that need air, by the way. Yeah. So thank so you think you are living.
You tell us too.
All right, so like I also you can tell since we are in episode 3. Oh, special.
Yaani wewe hata mgeni ni anakucorrect kwa show yako.
How much about so this has been a special episode.